Hey, what's up? It's Angel from Club Bilingue Toastmasters. Today we're going to be talking about 3 concepts that are central to becoming a good public speaker. These are 3 useful metaphors that you should think about and integrate and use them on your own journey to communication excellence. First of all, there's nothing that you need to add to yourself to become a better public speaker, but rather there are things that you need to take away. There's extra stuff. Things that you've added to your behavioral repertoire that you do not need. So there's nothing to add to who you are, but there are things that we need to cut away. Second, children had it right. If you look at children and how they communicate, they are a good model for how you should be communicating. And third, this takes time. We're going to change you as a speaker from the inside out. It's not about giving you a magic pill or an overnight fix to stage fright, but rather it's a change to your identity. So, about adding or subtracting from who you are. First of all, when you come into Toastmasters, one of the things that we need to work with as far as becoming a clearer and stronger communicator is taking away the the basically, all this junk that we add to our communication that is useless. There's no reason for us to do this, yet we do it again and again. Also, nervous tics, holding your hands, behind you, the ice skater, the fig leaf. Why? Why are you doing these things? All it's doing is getting in the way of you becoming a good speaker. So I want you to think that the excellent speaker that you always dreamed to be, the person that you want to be as far as communication and public speaking, is already inside of you. Think of the analogy of a sculptor. A sculptor doesn't need to add to the rock, but he does need to chip away and chip away and chip away, because the masterpiece is inside the rock. The masterpiece that is you, it's already inside the rock. It's there waiting for you to uncover it. But what do you need to cut away? Ahs, ums, basicallys, nervous pauses, things in your speech that add nothing of value to your communication. That's what you need to cut away. Now, think about children. Children are only born with 2 fears. One is the fear of loud noises and the fear of heights. So, why as adults, why do we become afraid of public speaking? Where did that come from? Is that natural? Absolutely not. What you need to do is understand that there was a time in your life when you were not afraid of public speaking, because that is not a natural fear. Somewhere along the line, you taught yourself, or you were taught to be afraid of the public. What you need to do is go back to a more natural state. Think about a child. Have you ever been in church or at a restaurant or any other place where a child begins to either cry or scream loudly and jump up and down, make a commotion? That baby hasn't had the benefit of 5 years of public speaking training. That baby does not have a voice coach that he pays $20,000 a year to improve his voice, but you can hear that baby no matter where you are. Do you think that you can communicate as loudly and as clearly as a baby? I think you can as an adult. But you need to cut away all that bad training, all that stuff that you picked up along the way that is not useful to you. Think about this. How much fear does a baby have? How inhibited is a baby? How bashful is a baby when the baby wants its milk? Think about that. And think, how could I become a better speaker if I could strip away that inhibition? If I could just not care what people around me were thinking, stop trying to please the audience and be a people pleaser all the time, and just let loose and let your voice fly. What kind of communicator could you be? Think about it. Babies had it right. Third, change takes time. It took you 20 or 30 years to learn all of this bad stuff that you have inside your mind that's preventing you from becoming a public speaker. There is no magic pill or overnight solution. You need to change from the inside out. The only way that you're going to be able to change is to put yourself in situations where you train yourself, you tell yourself that you can survive a public speech. What does that mean? That means going up in front of the audience again and again and again and again. Every time you go up, it's like a video game where you're filling up the power bar, getting more powerful, and you're telling yourself, yes, I can do this. Think about it. Every time you give a speech, you get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better. It happens slowly, but one day you wake up and you realize, hey, my friends don't even recognize me anymore. I can do things that I couldn't do before. I have changed as a person, and the change is in your identity. You are now a speaker. You now accept that you can do it. So, to recap, first of all, there's nothing that you need to add. Perfection is in you already. All it is, it's like Superman taking off his shirt to show you the S inside. You need to take off all that crud and stuff that you don't need. Show the world that you are super. Two, listen to children. Go back and look at a picture of yourself when you were 5 years old. Look into your eyes. Those were the eyes that hadn't been tainted and polluted with these ideas that you can't speak in public. Remember what it was like to be a child and to be carefree and to jump around and to play and to be silly and to be outrageous and to be loud. Remember what that was like and apply that to your public speaking. Be silly, be outrageous, be passionate, be loud. Just like that 5-year-old that's so annoying at the restaurant. Be that kid in public. You owe it to yourself. And third, do not be afraid to put in the time to become a better public speaker. This takes time. It took you 20, 30 years to where you are right now. It's going to take some time before you become the person that you want to be. But give it time. Stick with the program. Never stop believing in your dreams of what you want to become. Never stop believing in yourself. Stick with Toastmasters and remember, you can do it.